Okay, so we've all pictured it, right? That perfect beach day. You know, the warm sun, the sound of the waves, sand between your toes.
The dream.
Exactly. But then reality hits. You start planning. Where do you actually go? What are the conditions like right now? Is it going to be packed?
Yeah, and are there decent restrooms? Can I grab lunch nearby? All those little things.
Totally. And finding all that info feels like this digital scavenger hunt. You're jumping between weather apps, maybe a tide chart, local news sites. It's just so fragmented.
It really is. It's a common frustration. You're trying to set up this relaxing day, but just getting the basic info is scattered all over the place. It adds friction before you even, you know, pack the car.
And that very problem, the fragmentation of information, that's exactly what we're diving into today.
Right.
We're focusing on a pretty unique solution, the Beaches app. It's basically designed to be the one spot for everything you need to know about
The
beaches.
single hub.
Yeah, and our mission here is to really explore how well it lives up to its goal, which they state as to make the beach experience more enjoyable and accessible for everyone.
And what's really interesting here, I think, isn't just another app. It's the story behind it.
Yeah.
It has this unexpectedly personal origin tied deep into a family's history.
Oh, yeah.
And we'll also look at how it's actually gotten some significant attention. We're talking features by NBC, even recognition from the U.S. federal government, like NOAA using it for red tide forecasts.
Wow, okay. And one thing that really jumped out at me when we were looking into this was just the depth of the features. It's not just like beach names. We're talking real-time community reports. Are the crowds bad now? Did someone see dolphins?
Right, the nitty-gritty stuff.
Exactly. And super localized info on amenities, like where to find food or clean facilities nearby. So for this deep dive, we've pulled from quite a range of sources, app store descriptions, blog posts from the creators themselves, news articles to try and give you the full picture.
So let's get into it.
Okay, so where does this story begin? You mentioned a personal connection.
Yeah, absolutely. The foundation of the Beaches app, it really stems from this deeply personal narrative. Alma Goldstein, he's one of the co-founders, the chief product officer, he actually shared that the inspiration literally started with his family.
How so?
Well, his parents met on a beach decades ago,
Yeah.
and they even named him Almog, which, fun fact, means coral in Hebrew, specifically to signify their love for the place where their family story began.
Wow, that's quite a connection. Coral.
Isn't it? And that kind of deep personal tie to beaches seems to be, a core thread woven right through the app's whole identity.
That personal backstory, it definitely adds a different dimension, doesn't it? How do you think that family history, even his name, Amog, might have maybe subtly influenced the app's design or how they approach the user?
Well, I think it translates directly into empathy. Almog also mentioned being really inspired by a Steve Jobs quote, the one about how everything around us was made by people no smarter than us, and that we can build our own things for others to use.
Oh, okay. The empowerment idea.
Exactly. So that philosophy plus the personal connection drove the team to actually go out and interview beach visitors.
Yeah.
And they kept hearing the same thing. The biggest headache was exactly what we talked about, information being scattered everywhere.
Right, the fragmentation problem again.
Yeah. So that direct observation of what people were actually struggling with, coming from a place of, personal understanding, that led directly to the app needing to be really comprehensive.
And it really is comprehensive when you start playing around with it. I mean, the app pulls together dozens of information categories. You can filter beaches super fast based on what you want.
Like dog-friendly?
Yep, dog-friendly. Can you camp there? Is it good for surfing? It's all filterable. Plus, you get 5-day weather and tide forecasts. And you can even set up automatic alerts for your favorite surf conditions, which is pretty cool.
But what really takes the Beaches app beyond just, a list of beaches is how it merges official data with real-time info from its own users.
The community aspect.
Exactly. It's this blend of authoritative government data like water quality reports with dynamic on-the-ground intel from the people actually at the beach. It's not just more information. It's like a whole new way of seeing beach conditions in real time.
That real-time community input, that sounds incredibly powerful, but
Yeah.
okay, what are the challenges there? How does an app like this keep that user-generated stuff accurate and reliable, especially when you're talking about thousands of locations?
That's a really critical question. And Alma Goldstein actually highlighted this. He said, knowing about really current conditions like, is there a ton of seaweed washed up today? What flags are actually flying? How crowded is it right now?
Yeah.
You can only truly know that stuff through these live user reports.
Okay, so they lean into the community aspect.
They do, but they balance it. While the app relies heavily on the community, it also pulls in official, trusted data sources. For instance, it gives you Florida red tide forecasts straight from NOAA.
Okay, that's official.
Right. And for California beaches, you can get the latest coastal water quality info directly from the Government of California's own data feeds. So this blend, it helps mitigate the risk of relying only on user reports. It gives you a much more robust, sort of multi-layered picture.
That blend makes a lot of sense. And speaking of robust, the dedication behind this, get this. Alma Goldstein himself apparently went on 2 massive road trips along the U.S. coast.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, covering something like 8,000 miles, visited 30 states. And he found that often the only way to discover a lot of these amazing beach spots was through, guess what? Fragmented Google searches. Just like the problem they set out to solve.
Wow. Talk about ground level research.
Right. That kind of exhaustive personal effort clearly shaped how the app was built every step of the way.
And you can see that dedication in the scale now. The Beaches app covers over 10,000 locations across the U.S.
1,000.
Yeah. We're talking over 2,100 beaches just in Florida, more than 1,500 in California, over 1,000 in Washington state, and then hundreds more in other coastal states like New Jersey, Massachusetts, Texas, the Carolinas, Hawaii. It really is aiming to be the single place to go.
It's impressive reach. And beyond just finding the beach, the app also has this blog, right? And it seems to speak directly to what beachgoers actually need. They've got articles like Beach Day with Kids, a complete survival guide. Covers everything from sunscreen tips to finding beaches with clean toilets or food nearby. Practical stuff.
Yeah, the essentials.
And they also get into things like hidden beach etiquette, which,
Right.
can be important and crucial safety info, like understanding rip tides. So it shows they're not just throwing data at you, they're trying to educate users and actually make the whole experience better, safer.
And ultimately, I think the Beaches app isn't just about data points. It's about empowerment. It takes that initial vision Almog had, inspired by jobs, build something useful for others, and it really makes it happen. It fuses that high-level government data with the invaluable wisdom of the local communities.
Putting you in the know before you go.
Exactly. Before you even pack your towel. And that personalized approach, whether it's a family survival guide, real-time surf alerts, or even those little etiquette tips, it all seems to embody that founding idea of building truly useful tools for everyone.
And it looks like they're actively trying to build that community further with their ambassador program.
Right. Tell us about that.
Well, from what we saw as an ambassador, you can kind of gain a reputation as the expert for your favorite beach. You can also support local businesses by nominating them to be featured in the app.
Oh, interesting. Like cafes or surf shops.
Presumably, yeah. And crucially, you share those live reports that help everyone else figure out the best time to go. It seems like a smart way to not only expand the app's reach, but also keep improving the data quality, even beyond the 10,000 locations they already have.
That makes sense, leveraging the dedicated users. They also offer a premium option, right? Beaches plus basic.
Yeah, they do. It looks like it lets you save more favorite beaches or customize your screen layout, like changing the order of weather details. Seems like a way to offer a bit more personalization for the really active users and maybe support ongoing development.
Standard practice for many apps these days.
So it really makes you wonder, doesn't it, how these kinds of hyper-focused digital tools are changing how we connect with, well, natural spaces.
Yeah.
Here you have an app born from this really personal passion and, literally thousands of miles of road trips.
Right, that 8,000-mile journey.
And it transforms something as timeless as a day at the beach. Makes it more informed, safer, and really tailored to what you want.
It does raise interesting questions about the future. How might these platforms keep evolving? Could they empower us not just to find information, but to more actively shape the experiences of other people visiting these places?
Definitely something to think about next time you're planning that perfect beach day.